This is just going to be a quick walk around video of my car to show what's done to it, and you can get kind of an idea of the power it's making, and that way you have something to kind of reference for all the other race videos and the other content that I make. I'm just going to do real quick the main things that I have done to it, and then I'll get into the details maybe in a different video. But real quick, first do a cold start. So we'll start with the body. As you can see, it has some side skirts on it. I took these from my Roush that I got in a wreck and put them on here because I love them. So these are Roush head skirts with the Roush side exhaust. And then I also used the rear diffuser that fills in that area pretty nicely. And you don't have any tailpipes. That's the other side of the exhaust. I didn't use the front because it's not really made for a lowered car. This is plenty low for me for now, so I left that front lip off. Of course, it still has the Cobra front bumper and the Cobra hood. That happens to be missing these hood scoop inserts. I need to find these somewhere, put them on to make it look correct. But I left that there. That part's still Cobra. But I took the GT emblems off of my other car, as well as the Mustang front emblem, and put that on here because I like to be a lot faster than I look, not the other way around. So that's just fun. This has a 4-point roll cage in it right now. I'm probably going to put a crossbar in there to get a 5-point harness put in. It just kind of sucks to do that because then you don't really have a rear seat, but oh well. There's that. There's subframe connectors. Except body wise. Of course, all the suspension's different. I have QA1 coilovers in the front, camber caster plates, and then I have upper and lower control arms. I'm gonna go with a pan hard bar soon, but it grips pretty good right now. I just need a little more cornering stability, so I'm gonna go with a pan hard bar. The wheels, these are Celine replicas. I was gonna go with the same for the rear, but I couldn't find the size I wanted, and these ended up being on sale. So I got these. These are just some Novos that were 10.5 wide. So I can fit those tires on there good. Interior wise, I haven't done a whole lot. There's just the normal gauges for air fuel ratio and water, fuel, all that tons of stuff. So nothing really crazy in here. Still the normal dash. I have a phone hooked up to Dash Command right here. This just gives me more information on intake temperatures, precise coolant temperatures, all sorts of stuff like that. And then I can read check engine codes. It just comes in handy with an older car like this. Doesn't have a lot of stuff on the dash to be able to have all the data that I need. Keep an eye on stuff. Also, it can show you your fuel mileage if you don't feel like figuring that out yourself. You just input some data in there, I'll give you an idea of your mileage. I have a dash cam hooked up inside here. Right now it's currently in my other car, but that's what I film most of my racing videos on, is that dash cam. It's a black view. The system has a rear camera that I haven't put into this car yet. That'll be in another YouTube video. I'll show that. I'm gonna put it down right up in here somewhere and try to get a rear dash cam coming out, so that way I can get some better video. So we'll see in the future I'll post up a video about that. As far as the engine, I had a machine shop build it from the bottom up. It has the tested aluminum block from a 97 Mustang, and then it has 01 Cobra heads. I decided to go with the C heads. A lot better torque curve, a lot better, much more streetable. They don't flow as much at the top end as the B heads, but I'm going for street, not for raw race. So I went to the C heads. And then it has the lower intake from an 01 Mach 1, and then an adapter plate with way too much RTV, so that I can fit on the upper lid for a 97 Cobra, because I don't like the look of the newer lids. So I got a plate made to adapt that. And then of course it has a Vortech V1 supercharger, right now running at about 10 pounds of boost. I'm gonna get a pulley on it this winter, just go up a tiny bit to about 12 pounds. I don't think I'll be happy there. This is my bypass valve that I just decided to just pipe in instead of weld on. It has the air to water intercooler, which I personally love. It keeps the intake temperatures very cold, and the intercooler is much smaller. You can see it, barely even see it down in there. It's very small, so doesn't give it away. Again, I'd like to have more of a stealth look to the car. The Vortex also has the helical cut gears that make it a little bit quieter, so if you aren't quite paying attention, you won't be able to hear that whine. So it has the Manley pistons, sitting at about the same stock compression, 9 to 7 to 1, around that area. I decided just to keep the compression, not to go too crazy with it, since I was wanting to run a good amount of boost. So I like to be on the safe side. It's running very conservatively right now. The engine is built to handle roughly around 800. There's no real way to say how much, because it depends on your build, but roughly around 800 horsepower, and I'm only making about 550 right now. The tune is nice and safe, low timing, a little on the rich side, compressions on the low side. Everything is very safe, comfortable, so that this thing will last for forever. I can just have fun for years and never have to worry about it. Just beat on it. About the fuel system, it's just running normal pumps, stock fuel rail, that return system. I did move to a different radiator just because my other one had a crack in it. Not that it really needed it, but I figured if I'm going to get a new radiator, I might as well get a good one. So I went to the 3-core radiator and put that in there. I never had an issue at all with temperatures on this, even when I'm running it hard. It stays nice. I do have the cooling mod done to the back of the one head, so that way it doesn't deadhead against there. The coolant flows a lot better with that mod. That's in my other video. I have a QA1 tubular K-member down in there. You can't really see it a whole lot, but that made the engine taking in and out way easier than the stock one is, and it's lighter. This one moves the mounting places for the control arms forward some to kind of give you some more caster, so it makes it really stable when you're moving some higher speeds, so that's nice. For my exhaust manifolds, I haven't gone to long tubes just because I don't care about getting those last few horsepower just to have terrible ground clearance and have to redo my exhaust system and all that, and the expense, it's just not worth it. So I still have some the headers that came with the car, and those are just Ford Performance shorty headers, and they work just fine. It currently still has the T45 transmission in it, which is not holding up very well. Synchronizers, especially third and fourth, they're starting to really wear out. So I'm going to be going to a T56 most likely next year. And that's about it. If you have any questions, comment below and I'll answer them as quick as I can. It's a pretty straightforward build. If you need help building your Mustang, or if you have any questions with your build or how I did something, then just let me know and I'll see if I can help you out.